In this video, we will talk about how you can use Microsoft Bookings to schedule parent-teacher conferences for this semester. To begin, you will go to your NISD portal page and click on the Office 365 link. When prompted, you will log in to your Office 365 account with your NISD staff credentials. Once logged into Office 365, you will navigate to the lower left-hand corner, click the All Apps button, and select Microsoft Bookings. When the Bookings page opens, you will click the Get It Now button, and then you will add a booking calendar. For business name, go ahead and type your first and last name and click Continue. In this video, we will be using the new Bookings site. So in the upper right-hand corner, go ahead and click the Try New Bookings toggle and turn it on. Once your calendar is named, you will also want to visit the Settings and Business Informations page to add a logo. For your logo, it's recommended that you include a photograph of yourself just to provide a face with a name when your parents are scheduling their parent-teacher conference. Once your calendar is created, you will want to add a service to your calendar for your parent-teacher conferences. To add a service to your calendar, you will click the three dots next to Services and click Add Service. Once you're ready to add a service, you will want to include basic details that help a family member know that this booking that they're about to make is for you. So a naming convention that we recommend for your service name would include your last name, your grade level or content area, maybe both, and possibly your campus name. This would be helpful for families who have students across different campuses, different grade levels, and teachers that teach different content areas. For your description, you could just have a short message asking families to select a time for a virtual conference with you. Where it says duration, you can leave this set to 30 minutes if that's what you anticipate your conferences being set for. Buffer time is great to give you some room at the end of each conference before the next booking can be made. So maybe a 5 or 10-minute buffer. That would mean if your conferences start at 3:30, then the next conference, if that's a 30-minute conference, would not be available for booking until 4:05 because you would have that 5-minute buffer. Down here where you see the maximum number of attendees, you want to leave that at 1 so that no other family can take that spot once it is booked. Availability options, you will want to make sure that you turn off these default scheduling options and that you set your time increments so that they're every 30 minutes. Your lead time would just be that you want 24 hours notice before a conference is scheduled. And that just prevents, someone signing up for a conference 5 minutes before the conference is set to start. And that will allow you time to prepare for that parent-teacher conference. The maximum lead time, this is the number of days in advance a family can sign up. And so you might set this to 30 or 60 days, just depending on when you're planning to share this bookings page with your family. Before selecting your date range, you are going to want to change your general availability to be not bookable. That will default your booking availability to the date range that you designate below. You have the ability to set your conference times, hours, and dates for a specific date range. So if you click this option down at the bottom, a secondary window will open where you can select the dates that your parent-teacher conferences are going to start. Let's just say they're going to start the week of October 4th, and you're going to allow scheduling to take place until, the 29th. That gives a very broad amount of dates that you could be available. Where it says bookable when staff are free, you're going to want to select that to be custom hours. And then this is where you can designate each day the time that you're going to be available. So maybe you're not going to be available on Thursday afternoons because of staff meetings, but you're going to be available Monday from 3:30 to 6:30, and Tuesday from 3:30 to 6:30, And then maybe on Wednesday, you're not going to be available after school, but you're going to be available during your planning time. You can set that as well. If you're going to be available on some days during your planning time and after school, then you can always add an additional block and add those times as you see fit. So I'm going to go ahead and add a morning block to this first day. So you can see I have availability in the afternoon, but I'm also available during my conference time here and my conference time on Wednesday. So you can set the dates and the times, the date range, as long as you set the custom date range availability. For assigning staff, by default, you are the only staff member who will have access to this particular bookings page. You do have the ability to add additional staff members to this bookings so that they can have the option to see the appointments that are being scheduled for the parent-teacher conferences. In order to do that, you will have to come over outside of your service settings and click on the staff button and search for the teachers that you will need to have access to this booking. You will also want to make sure that if it's a co-teacher situation, that you don't allow the parent to choose the particular staff they're booking for. Instead, one of you would set this bookings page up. Both of you would be listed to have viewing rights for the calendar, but the family would not be selecting the teacher they're having a conference with. Instead, you would both just be included on the calendar invites. Custom fields are the different pieces of information that you may collect from a family member when they sign up for a conference. It is recommended that you choose the customer email, which would be the family's email they prefer to be communicated with. You can also opt in to have it collect their phone number if you feel like enabling text messaging might be beneficial to your families. If you don't need the address or the customer notes, you can go ahead and uncheck that. I will show you how to add custom fields as an option as well in our settings in just a little bit. A custom field that you may consider adding is just a quick question. Families can list any specific topics that they would like to discuss at the conference. And if you select that, then that will also be a place where families can provide information. Notifications and reminders. This is where you will set up how you want families to receive notifications about the appointment that they just booked. And so the option for an email is automatically checked. You can also have it send a meeting invite to them so that the parent-teacher conference they just scheduled can then be added to their own personal calendar. That event will also be added to your Outlook calendar, so you'll be able to quickly manage and see what conferences you have on what day. You can also click the Enable Text Notifications, and that just sends the parent information about the conference to the number that they provided. Additional information that you could include in the email confirmation. This would be a great place to note that this conference will be taking place on Zoom. And then you can say, click here to join the meeting. This link right here, you could have it set to hyperlink to the Zoom link that you're going to provide. When scheduling your Zoom meeting for these conferences, this is important to include with the email confirmation that your families will receive once they have booked your conference. In this example, I've shown how I can schedule a meeting so that the meeting topic mirrors the booking that the family just made. So naming conventions here, again, are very important. Also, go ahead and make this a reoccurring meeting. And where it says reoccurrence, instead of it being set to a particular date, you're going to make that reoccurrence no fixed time. And that will allow you to use the same meeting link for all of your meetings that you host for your parent-teacher conferences. Make sure your waiting room is turned on. For your video, you can leave those settings as they are, and then go ahead and save that meeting. This link right here that you get as part of your confirmation for that reoccurring Zoom meeting is what you're going to use when you're making your email confirmation reminder. So where it says click here, you can come up to, you can highlight that text, click on the 3 dots, and use the hyperlink icon to add your link to your Zoom meeting. Now you can see that that is hyperlinked. You will also want to customize your reminder and confirmation message sent to families. There is already a 1 day before reminder set up that you can use the pencil to edit and customize. Below, I've just included some sample text. Friendly reminder, tomorrow is your conference with Ms. Sanders at Lakeview. This conference will be held on Zoom. Please use the link provided in your confirmation email and or calendar invite. Contact ksanders@nisdtx.org with questions or support with getting started. You will want to make sure that is sent to customers. And you can designate whether that's going 1 day, 30 minutes before, however, what the frequency is for that reminder. And then you're going to click Save Changes and save changes. Once you're back to your calendar page, you will want to visit your settings to adjust some of these so that your families can access your bookings page. Here's where you can designate any custom fields that you would like to be added to your bookings page form as parents fill that out. If you click Add a Custom Field, you can select text question, and then this is where I just listed the question about specific topics they would like to discuss at the conference. The other setting you want to look at is under bookings page. Right now, your bookings page is not published. And so before you share it with families, you are going to want to change this to be available to anyone, and then make sure you save those changes. Now you're ready to share your bookings page with your family. So when you're back on your calendar, you're going to click on Manage Services. And now you should see that you have your bookings page linked down here at the bottom of your service page. When you click on that link, it will take you to the page designated for your parent-teacher conferences. You can see it shows by date what your available times are, depending on what you set as your availability. And then when a family claims that time, they will click the box, complete the information below. This is where they can provide the specific information if you added that custom field, and then they will click Book. This link at the top would be the link that you would want to share with families in any communication regarding parent-teacher conferences.